Good morning everyone. In previous video we were discussing about magnetic effects of electric current. A Danish scientist Hans Christian Ørsted in 1819 discovered that when an electric current is passed through any conductor, a magnetic field is produced around it. We were talking about the solenoid. A solenoid is a cylindrical shaped wire that shows the magnetic properties when electric current passed through it. Then we are talking electromagnet. When a wire wrapped around a rod, suppose this is the rod and we wrapped the wire around it and then we pass the electric current, there are the two ends of the wire, it behaves like a magnet. This is known as the electromagnet. Now we are talking what are the uses of electromagnet. Uses of the electromagnets. Number one, for lifting the heavy load. Number one, for lifting heavy load. Electromagnets are used on cranes, in steel's work and scrap yard for lifting the heavy load. If there is the scrap is there and there is the so many objects are there, there is made up of the plastic, there is made up of wood, there is made up of so many things. And how can we identify that object is made up of iron? With the help of the electromagnet, we can separate iron from these garbage or scraps. Okay, the first use for lifting the heavy load. Second, in hospital. What is the use of electromagnet in hospital? In hospital, dealing with eye injury. If suppose one piece of iron goes inside our eye, we cannot make the surgery. It will take a long time. It will a long procedure. So electromagnet are used for removing from splinter from the eyes. उसकी आँख में से चुंबक मैग्नेट लगा के उस आयरन पीस को खींच लिया जाता है. Next is for separating magnetic substance from the non-magnetic substance. Here, for lifting the heavy load in factories, there is the heavy load where we cannot load it in another vehicles here from one place to another. With the help of the electromagnet, we take the heavy load from one place to another. Secondly, in hospital, if a splinter in the eyes, with the help of the electromagnet, we can remove splinter from the eyes. Third is the for separating magnetic substances. Magnetic from non-magnetic substance. Electromagnets are used for separating magnetic substances from the non-magnetic substances. For example, for separating magnetic substances such as the iron, nickel and cobalt from the non-magnetic substances such as the copper, zinc and plastic, etc. Iron, nickel and cobalt, these are the magnetic substances. Clear it? So we can separate magnetic substances from the non-magnetic substances. Next is in instrument. In instruments, electromagnets are used in electric bells, telegraphic and telephonic system, speakers, audio and video tape record and players. Clear it? So these are the some uses of electromagnet we have discussed. Again we are discussing electromagnet is used for lifting the heavy load. The load is more heavy, we can't lift from one place to another. With the help of the electroscope, we can move the load from one place to another. In hospital, if any splinter goes in our eyes, with the help of the electromagnet, we can remove it. For separating magnetic substances from the non-magnetic substances, we can separate iron, nickel and cobalt. These are the magnetic substances from the zinc, copper, paper, dust, wood, etc. Next is in instruments. Some instruments, they are having the electromagnet like the electric bell, telegraphic and telephonic system, speakers, audio and video tape record and players.